Polish, and yeah. Okay. So they share similarities kasi they develop from the same linguistic ancestor. Fourth, we have the Celtic languages. So yung Celtic languages are considered one of the older branches of the Indo-European language family. Historically, they were spoken in different parts of Western Europe. Example included, we have the Irish, Welsh, Scottish, Gaelic. Although fewer people speak these languages today, they're still important kasi they represent an older part of European language history. Next is we have the Indo-Aryan languages. So yung Indo-Aryan languages are mainly spoken in South Asia. So itong mga branch na to, it includes some of the most widely spoken language in that region. Meron tayong Hindi, Bengali, and Punjabi. So these languages, it also developed from the Indo-European language family. 6 is we have the Iranian language. So Iranian languages are another branch of the Indo-European family. So they are mainly spoken in areas such as Iran, Afghanistan, and surrounding regions. We have here the example yung Persian, which came from Iran, Pashto, mainly spoken in Pakistan and Afghanistan. So now let's proceed to the English position in the language family. Family tree. So if we trace the history of English, we can see that it started from the Indo-European language family. So from there, it belongs to the Germanic branch, specifically the West Germanic group. Yung earliest forms of English developed from Old English or Anglo-Saxon English, which was brought to Britain by the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. Although yung English, it borrowed many words from languages katulad ng French and Latin, its original foundation and structure remain Germanic. So in short, Indo-European, Germanic, West Germanic, and English. Next is we have the Germanic branch. Ano nga ba yun? So ang Germanic branch, it developed from Proto-Germanic, which was an ancient language spoken by early Germanic tribes. Because of these languages, they came from one common ancestor. They share similarities, again, in vocabulary, sound, structures, grammar. So, yung Germanic branch, it is divided into 3 groups. Okay, first is we have the West Germanic. Ang West Germanic, it is the group where English belongs. It also includes English, German, Dutch, Afrikaans. So yung English, it became a part of this group kasi the earliest forms came from the language spoken by Germanic tribes. Next is we have the North Germanic. Sa North Germanic language, it develops mainly in Scandinavia. It includes Swedish, Danish, Norwegian, and Icelandic. These languages are still spoken today, especially in Nordic countries. Third is we have the East Germanic. So yung East Germanic, it included languages that are now mostly extinct. So the main example here, yung Gothic language. Yung Gothic, it was once spoken by Germanic groups, pero it no longer exists as a living language today. So bakit nga ba siya extinct? Bakit hindi na ginagamit yung Gothic language ngayon? Kasi it disappeared over time kasi it became a part of other societies and started using other languages. So as a result, the number of Gothic speakers decreased kasi until the language was no longer used. Okay? So now let's proceed to the evidence of language relationships. So how do linguists know that languages are related? So they compare different languages by looking at their vocabulary, sounds, have here in English, German, and Latin. We have the mother and father in English, mother and father in German, and mother and father sa Latin. So as you can see, as you can notice, na may mga similarities talaga sila. Mostly what I noticed is lahat sila, it ended with the R, no? But anyway, no, these are the similarities, no? It suggests that these languages may have developed from a common ancestral language. So through these comparisons, yung mga linguists, they can trace the historical connection between languages. Okay? Lastly, let's talk about the importance of English language family tree. So the English language family tree, it is important kasi it helps us to understand the historical relationship between English and other languages. It also explains how English developed, where it came from, and how different languages influence its growth. It also helps linguists study language changes, reconstruct ancient languages, and understand that language are not fixed. Instead, languages continues to evolve, change, and most importantly, influence each other over time. Okay.